Hey, peoples, today is a very different type of video because today I'm going to be giving true information about me and Chloe because she likes spreading rumors about me and what I did. This video is gonna be a long one, so get ya snacks and a drink and maybe leave a like. So this started a very long time ago, like maybe a year or two, and how did this start? When Chloe decided to say to Emmy, and I quote, "OMG, why do you talk in all caps? ITS so annoying," end quote, and me being Emmy's bestie was not gonna let that slide. So me and Emmy decided to roast her, and me being myself I think we won but anyways, after all that, me and Chloe didn't like each other at all, and one of the problems was that Chloe had a huge problem with copying and stealing my ideas. Like outfits, concepts, and including herself where she isn't really wanted, like the summer fits on her channel. Me and Emmy were talking about how he randomly just decided to match with us without asking, and was kinda just there. Fast forward a couple months, Chloe is always talking about how she hates me, and I quote, "ruined my life," which I guess say what you wanna say, but it's not my fault that you're so dry. So after a lot of more fights, Chloe decided to make a game, and I wanted to because why not? So she asked to help me with my game and I said sure, and I had to go to the store, and when I came back say ruined my game, but I fixed it and I decided to tell her to delete what she put there, and she said okay, so I left her there, and guess what? She doubled down, ruined my game again, and I basically was done making my game. If someone hurts you once they will definitely do it again. But anyways, now on to some more serious stuff. Some of these topics include SH and parents fighting. I will be putting a timestamp of where to skip to if you are not comfortable with these topics. One day while me and Chloe were fighting, she started going on a rampage of how much she hates herself and how much she wants to kill herself, which I would be concerned if she hadn't been lying. So she went away from keyboard talking about how she was going to stab herself, and me and Emmy knew she was being dramatic. So 20 minutes later her quote-unquote sister had told us she tried to kill herself but her dad helped her. Then the next day she was back, which is weird if you just stabbed herself, right? And that's when I knew she was faking it, which is absolutely not okay, and faking real problems is very bad and should never be done to prove a point. And from that day forward, she just kept talking about how much she hated herself, my response expecting sympathy or something, but she had done this so many times, it was getting weird, and she was talking about how her parents abused her or one of them did, which might be true but her parent or parents, as she says, hate her, which is weird, because she's getting 4,000 in Robux for passing and just got a dog. So, anyways, enough of all of that. One day I confronted her and asked, "Why are you copying me so much? You wanna be me or something?" And I quote, "The reason I want to be you is because I get abused from my mom. She doesn't. When my dad is around, she doesn't abuse. That's the only time I'm fine." End quote. No. Thesis not really a valid reason but also makes sense, but this ended up being her excuse for everything, which still leads me on to why these might be lies. And now on to her copying, stealing my ideas and concepts. So one day I decided to try a new style like kinda emo act, and I joined Chloe, and then out of nowhere she had decided to change to my style, which I guess is okay, but then I looked at her outfit more, it was like mine but less detailed. So then I started asking, "Why are you copying me?" And then I just left and she started threatening to actually steal my whole fit. And she did, but my name was Insanity at that time and she wanted to do Insane and I said no OFC. So she did. Scared? She has also stolen my idea for Emmy's birthday, a house and adopt me. She eventually did change it, which is good, but she has also stolen many of my video ideas and claimed that they were trends and they weren't. And I can't lie, I took one video ideas from hers, but that one was actually a trend. Fast forward to where we are now. Me and Emmy had had enough of everything that Chloe was doing and decided we weren't gonna be her friend. Me and Emmy both felt bad, so we gave her contact with us in a GC. She had also quit YouTube but came back as soon as I started posting, and what I posted animation. Her video was an animation, again with copying, but I had also quit and apologized for being dramatic. This is where I will end this story. YouTube, please don't strike me for mention of Shin Chloe. If you respond to this based on what you say will determine what's next. Thanks for watching. This was Ash. I'm out.